Welcome to Blueprint for Life with Tora Kunchala. This is episode 2, and we're building on what we covered in episode 1, how to fall asleep faster using practical, research-backed tools from CBTI, or cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. Today, we're talking about the real-life questions people ask all the time. What should you eat or avoid if you want better sleep? What do you do when you wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and your mind won't shut off? And how does sleep connect to weight and metabolism? If you're finding this series helpful, consider following the channel and subscribing. It helps more people find it. All right, let's jump in. Have you ever done everything right, but your brain still pops awake at 2 or 3 a.m. and suddenly you're wide awake? Today I'll give you a simple plan that covers 2 things: what to eat and avoid to support better sleep, and what to do in the moment when you wake up at 2 to 3 a.m. Plus, how sleep connects to weight gain in a simple, science-backed way. A quick disclaimer: this is educational, not medical advice. If you have loud snoring, gasping, severe daytime sleepiness, or chronic insomnia, it's worth talking to a clinician or sleep specialist. Let's start with a surprising idea. If you're staring at the ceiling at night, sometimes it's not your mattress, sometimes it's your menu. Certain nutrients can support sleep biology, and others can quietly sabotage it. Let's talk about the sleep superstars. Here are a few foods and drinks that show up again and again in sleep-friendly research. First, tart cherry juice. It's one of the heavy hitters because it naturally contains compounds linked to sleep, including melatonin-related support. Next, kiwi fruit. Yes, kiwi. Some studies suggest 2 kiwis about an hour before bed may help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Fatty fish like salmon is a consistent sleep support food thanks to nutrients that interact with serotonin regulation. Nuts like almonds and walnuts bring magnesium and melatonin-related support, while dairy has components that can help your body build sleep hormones. Finally, high glycemic carbs like white rice may shorten the time it takes to fall asleep, but timing is key. They're often more effective when eaten about 4 hours before bed, not right before. Now for the sleep wreckers. First, caffeine. Not just after dinner, caffeine can linger. A practical rule is avoiding caffeine at least 6 hours before bed. Second, alcohol. It can make you drowsy at first, but later it tends to fragment sleep and reduce restorative stages, so you wake up groggy. And third, heavy, fatty, or spicy meals late at night. Harder digestion, reflux, and higher body temperature can all make sleep worse. So, what if you're hungry late at night? Keep it small and boring. A little complex carb plus a little protein. Think Greek yogurt with banana or peanut butter on whole grain toast. Okay, now you did the right foods, avoided the worst offenders, and you still wake up at 2 to 3 a.m. What then? First, know this: waking briefly at night is normal. The problem isn't waking up, it's when your wake up becomes a long awake session and your brain starts learning that the bed is a place for stress and thinking. This brings us to the don't wrestle in bed rule from CBTI. Here's the core plan. First, don't check the clock. Clock checking tells your brain this is an emergency and ramps up alertness. Second, if you're awake and getting tense, get out of bed. This feels backward, but it's one of the most consistent tools. Leave the bed, keep lights dim, and do something calm until you're sleepy again. What counts as calm? Sit in a dim room, read a paper book, do some gentle breathing or stretching, or listen to soft music. Avoid email, news, and social media, anything that flips your brain into day mode. Then return to bed only when you feel sleepy. Repeat this if needed. That repetition is how your brain relearns that bed is for sleep. If this happens often, common triggers include late caffeine, alcohol close to bedtime, stress, overheating, or bathroom trips. Sometimes it can also be sleep disorders like sleep apnea or restless legs, which are worth discussing with a clinician if you have those symptoms. Now let's connect sleep to weight gain. Here's the simplest summary. When you don't sleep enough, your body often nudges you toward eating more, especially calorie-dense foods, and appetite regulation can be harder the next day. Short sleep has been linked in research to shifts in hunger biology, signals that can increase hunger and cravings. This explains why after a short night, cravings can feel louder and willpower feels lower. In fact, one randomized trial coached short sleepers to extend their sleep, and that group naturally reduced their calorie intake. Improving sleep can make it easier to eat a bit less, without the pressure of dieting harder. So if you're working on weight goals, sleep isn't a side quest, it's part of the plan. So, let's create a plan you can use tonight. Before bed, choose a sleep-friendly snack if needed. Small, simple, and not heavy. Avoid caffeine late, avoid alcohol as a sleep strategy, and skip spicy or heavy meals close to bedtime. And if you wake at 2 or 3 a.m., don't check the clock. If you're awake and tense, get out of bed in dim light. And finally, return to bed only when sleepy, and remember to repeat if needed. In summary, better sleep starts with a plan. If you're working on health goals, sleep isn't a side quest, it's the foundation. Before we wrap up, I'd like to share that the scientific references I used for this episode are available in the slide here, so you can explore the research further. In the next episode, we'll talk about why sleep is essential for both physical and mental health. And we'll cover sleep apnea, a common sleep disorder that can lead to serious health issues if left untreated. Thank you for spending your time with me today and for supporting Blueprint for Life. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button. It truly helps the channel grow. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss the next episode. Until next time, take care of your blueprint. Bye for now.